See, data in the last 20 years, data has increasingly become everything, okay, in our lives. When I was in banking, I got involved in data analysis, and it was very, very interesting to me. It came by chance too, and while I was in Nigeria, it was the most interesting work I ever did in banking. Okay, now it wasn't core banking, but through data analysis, I got to learn everything in banking because I was opportune to analyze things in different area of the bank. So by looking at the numbers, okay, I got to learn everything about those products, those processes, and it was very, very, very interesting. Yeah. So
yeah, it is.
Yeah. So tell my audience more about data and its importance in our lives.
Okay. I think well, I'm not going to say there's a popular question that people have, like, what is this noise about data? Why is it suddenly important? Why are the conversations changing? Why is everyone acting as if, oh, you have to understand data? What has changed is that about 10 years ago, I'll probably not be speaking to Ekene on this platform like this.
Yeah.
What has changed and what makes data science, AI, why it seems to be suddenly popular, even though you should know that people have been analyzing data. Yeah, people are smart at this. People have known their numbers, and organizations that have been able to derive insight from data, they've had like an upper hand over those who can't. So those are established things. People are mathematicians. People are, statisticians. People have been doing this. Why there's so much noise around this is that it's easier to analyze. Can you hear me clearly?
Yeah, I can hear you clearly.
Okay, so it's easier to analyze data now. For example, many things that I do with AI, if I'm using deep learning algorithms, I want some form of GPU support for that. Now I can spin up instances on cloud services. I can use maybe Google Collaboratory on my laptop. It wasn't like that 10 years ago. So access has changed. And so people can compute more, people can try these algorithms. We can, most of the things that I know, I learned online. I'm a student of the internet.
Yeah.
And then we are generating much more data.
Yes, everything we do.
Yes, we are. So it's we're on Twitter, we're on social media, we are generating, and whether we like it or not, it's our lives, it's what we do. So the baseline is that people, organizations who understand data and how to derive insight from it, there's an edge over those who don't.
Yes.
And because there's more availability of data, more availability of compute, availability of knowledge, it's all life-changing they can be. It's just there. People are sharing, and it's nice.
I mean, see, ordinary people don't understand that everything we do, everything that happens in our world can be seen as data. Okay. And that's what
maybe I disagree with you.
Okay. Very good.
Because people have been forecasting before there are official words for it.
Yes.
There are farmers that know that when this type of birds come, it's like there's about to be a rainfall.
Yes.
There are people that say this is the time that we plant this, that we get the highest yield. It may not be as scientific as you think, but your forefathers, they've been at this. People have been making decisions based on data.
Yes.
It's how I open so many things that I've talked about that is as old as people.
I agree.
The food we eat, the food we eat, the decisions about this is tasty, this is poisonous, is from data.
Yes, I agree.
It may not be as fancy, but people are not dull. The people you interact with in the market, they may not be as sophisticated as you think, but they do understand data that around this time, this is what happens.
The difference now is that in the old days, the data is not it's not seen on a computer. It's based on people gather data and store them in their head based on what happened last year, what happened last 2 years ago, what happened 10 years ago, and they use all that to determine, okay, if this happens again, then this will happen, right? Good. Now, in that time, we have all that data in numbers, okay, on our computers, and we can use that to determine, okay, this happens and this happened. So next time this happens, that will happen. So, say I'm a big basketball fan. Okay, I've been watching and listening to sports, especially basketball, for more than 20 years. Okay, now I may not see some games, but if I go and look at the box scores, I can basically tell you what happened in the game just by the numbers. I've been doing it for a long, long time. I look at the box scores, I can tell you what happened. I cannot tell you exactly how the plays were, but I can tell, okay, I can, because I know the players, and if I see the numbers, I will tell you what they did. Okay, so
exactly.
Yeah, that's it. In fact, there are now computers that can look at the box scores and write a whole story about the game just from the data, and it's interesting. It's very, very interesting.